We live.
Hey,
What's up? Welcome to our live episode of Melanin and Miles. I am Mercedes, your host and the owner of Social Travel LLC.
hey, and I'm Leslie. I'm her travel partner in crime, and it's been a minute.
Mm. Oh yeah, it's been a minute. Things have been upside down, side to side, left to right. It's been so much going on, but I
It's
am
crazy.
well.
I'm glad you're aware. It's crazy because I think the last time we were going to meet for your show, I got sick, then you got sick, and then it was like,
It was
girl,
going
I don't
back
know
and
what
forth, being sick.
man, listen. And I had to go to the urgent care, the ED. I had actually lost my voice for like 6 days. I literally had no voice, and I've never had that happen. And it was crazy. I said, I don't know who gave me what. I don't know if it's because I work in a hospital. Girl, I was pissed. But I'm back. And how are you feeling? Everything well?
Everything is well. I am better. It was something going around there for a while, and then now you got this
Mm,
stuff on the boat, the Hannah Montana virus, whatever it's called.
not the Montana. The Ratatouille had a Thule song
You know what? They
or
gonna get us.
something.
Like,
All right,
why y'all
Lord.
making fun of that? But no, for real.
For
Um,
whoever has it. But yeah,
yeah.
catch up. What's been going on with you? Let's dive right in. Tell me what's been up.
So obviously, I'm gonna get right into it. This year has been a lot of
Hmm.
pivoting, and then like sitting back and observing different things. It was so much stuff that I had planned, that my clients had planned that we had to do complete pivots for the most part, especially the clients that I had going over to the Middle East this year. So it's been a lot of pivoting and adding new things um, to my brand. One of those things being So Chic around the city, which is I'm doing bus trips now,
Okay.
or at least trying to. But no,
Mm-hmm.
I've introduced that lane to kind of like pivot because people are, I mean, depending on where they're going, they've been afraid to go too far away from home, not knowing what's gonna be waiting for them on the other side of that vacation. You know, they're going to have a
Right.
good time and they don't want to be, stuck there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's that's definitely been one of the biggest pivots and changes that I've been doing,
Mm-hmm.
working on these last few months.
Okay.
And also my appearance, like how I present myself, right?
Your
So I feel
brands.
like my brand, yes.
Okay.
Um, Oftentimes, and I feel like I'm jumping all over the place, but we literally had no set topic for today because we wanted to
Mm-hmm.
catch up because so much has been going on in the
Mm-hmm.
travel. But back to what I was getting ready to say. Um, how I present myself is definitely being on. I forgot to turn my doggone ringer off, y'all. Um, Sometimes since I've been in business, you know how you're starting out as an entrepreneur, you want to present yourself a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And in this time when I've been pivoting, and you know me outside of this, Leslie, um,
Mm-hmm.
but I've been pivoting and having to make changes. I'm like, when went back and watched some of our older stuff, I don't really feel like I was really being 100% authentic. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're an entrepreneur, and especially a black entrepreneur, I feel like you have to show up a certain way um, to get whoever is going to rock with you to rock with you. And I feel like I was holding back a lot, and I don't want to do that.
So okay, so let me pause you and ask you a question. When we do knowing you outside, knowing your
Hmm.
vision and your goals and what you've done and what you've accomplished and what you're going to accomplish, why do you feel you wasn't authentic? Do you think it was some people throwing monkey wrenches at you or low key hating on you or just not you're trying to keep it cute, professional, but then it's like, okay, you're playing
Mm-hmm.
with me. What do you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Definitely the latter.
Uh huh.
When I say holding back, it's just like I feel like I have to present a certain way because being an entrepreneur, being a black entrepreneur, at that people are going to hold you to a higher standard than they hold everyone
Mhm.
else.
Mhm.
Everyone else. And some people are equal opportunity. If you mess up, I'm gonna let you know you messed up. And then it's
Right.
just like when it's black folks, we have to present ourselves a certain way. And it's like once you mess up, it's all hell breaks loose. It's like you're not allowed to mess up. You're not
Mhm.
allowed to act a certain way because I like to cut up. I like to cuss. I like to have
Mhm.
and,
Okay, so let me
and
so
you
let
can
me
have
say
fun.
this.
Obviously, you can have fun without doing those things, but
Right.
what I've learned is people flock to me more when I'm being 100% authentic and not feeling that I have to put on to attract a certain demographic or fit
Right.
into a certain demographic.
Okay. I think for okay, because I hear what you're saying, and I always thought you were authentic. We've been doing business for years and have more
Mm-hmm.
business to do, but I don't think it's really you not being authentic because I've never known you not to be authentic. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's just how people are coming to you that's not authentic. And I've said
Mm-hmm.
this to you numerous times in other personal conversations that we have. Never be too hard on yourself because we're always held at a higher standard, regardless of what we do. That's just as Black people, as Black women, Black men, we always have to be held to a higher standard because we don't want to be the angry Black woman or the disgruntled. So, but you do what
And
you
we
do
got
and you do it
twice as
well.
hard. Thank you.
Exactly.
We have to
So my thing
twice
is never right, never be too hard on yourself because you're doing what you're supposed to do. Now, for those who want to try to play in your face, yeah, I wouldn't advise that, but we know how people are. So, I
That's
mean,
a
come
side I
on.
don't want to see. Like the way I be fussing and cussing, like when I read certain stuff or I look at certain stuff, and I'm like, "Are you fucking for real?" Like, see,
And I'll be
like,
cracking up because I'm like, girl, read this. I'm like, okay. I'm like, ooh, okay. But you don't be wrong because you don't present that. It's like people poke the bear. Like, why are you gonna poke
mm-hmm,
the bear? Just handle business. If you have a situation come up, just let's handle it as adults and go from there.
and like in the same token, I don't want to be mean. I'm not mean at all, but I am
Mhm.
stern because of the experiences that I've had.
Right,
Um, so I'm learning not to budge on certain things.
right,
And starting out in business, that wasn't easy for me to do
right,
because when
right.
you're starting out, you're doing what I want that sale, I want that sale, I want that sale, I want that client, and then as you progress, um, you learn that every person ain't gonna be your person.
Mm-hmm.
Every client is, and I've gotten so much better with cutting people off
Mm-hmm.
um, before we even go too far into whatever it is that we're doing business
Mm-hmm.
wise because you're
Right.
not worth it.
So I want you to elaborate on something. So I'm listening to everything you're saying, but certain parts I want you to dissect.
Okay.
First of all, let's jump back a little bit to the pivoting. So
Okay.
I know everything going on the eastern part of the world, or I guess that's how you want to say it.
The Middle
It's
East.
stopping Middle East, because stopping people from traveling that way, myself included. Um, how So what are you doing? Like, are people picking totally different destinations? Are they
Mm-hmm.
switching dates, thinking it's later in the year, or how are you pivoting? And hopefully they have travel insurance.
Uh-huh.
So,
I
hmm
always check that. So they've either been pivoting to something a completely different destination, some more Caribbean, some like, hey, I still want to go here, but let's just push it out to next year. Cool. Some are
hmm
canceling on. I don't know what's gonna be ahead. I don't know what I want to do right now. Right.
okay,
Um,
okay,
so it's a little bit of some of everything. So
Okay.
it's just no, just there's just not one set thing that they're doing. They're doing a combination
Hmm.
of what I've named.
Gotcha.
Um, and it doesn't bother me. Um, but you know,
When you
yeah.
have to pivot, I'm sorry to interrupt you. When you
No, go
have to
ahead.
pivot like that, um, okay, so say if I had a trip and with
Okay.
everything going on, I had to change dates. When
Hmm.
I change it, do I have to repurchase my travel insurance because I've utilized it on that? Or is it still taking care of everything that I needed to take care of?
Yes. So once you utilize your travel insurance to cancel your trip, you're going to have to repurchase travel insurance. And a lot of the time, the travel insurance, depending on the vendor I use, but for the most part, that travel insurance you will have to repurchase it because you've used it to cancel a trip. So once you
Okay.
rebook that, you're gonna have to rebook your travel insurance.
Okay. That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, do you see a lot of people just traveling to different destinations now or thinking of different destinations compared to? Because I admit, I love going to that side of the country to learn different things, but I have been put on pause. But girl, that man's so irritating. It's just so. What are some of your popular destinations that you're booking now for people?
So I'm booking a lot of Bali. A lot of
Really?
Bali.
Okay.
Yes. A lot of Bali.
Nice.
A lot of Bali. A lot of Thailand.
Okay.
Um, so it's not that people are opening back up, and a lot of these trips they're for next year.
Hmm.
But a lot of Bali, a lot of Thailand, and then obviously your standard Jamaica, Mexico,
Right.
DR.
Right.
So I'm getting all those things. People are still warming up to the idea of doing bus trips because they're
Okay.
not used to doing that.
Hmm.
Um, and obviously I'm based out of Milwaukee, so um we're gonna be doing they're gonna be based from leaving here to wherever we go. So like for example, excuse me if I'm getting off topic, if we I'm trying to do Taste Chicago, you know,
Hmm. Hmm.
um so you get all these people, oh yeah, I want to go, and mind you, the tickets were under $100.
Hmm.
So you know when you put that price and information out there and you put all the details out in front of folks, it's crickets, even for that small amount of money. So,
Wow.
um, and I do not only the travel, I do feel like the economy, also is playing a
Hmm.
part into how people are watching their coins as well.
Right.
Um,
Hmm.
and I'm not mad at that at all. But in the same token, if you know you're on a budget, you're really strict, you're better off doing it. You're booking whatever you're gonna book on your own, because I'm not going to. I'm still. This is my business.
Right.
So whenever people cancel and things like that, or they don't want to do X, Y, and Z, cool. Don't waste my time.
Right.
I'm gonna waste your time.
Right.
If that makes
That's fair.
sense.
That's fair.
Um, yeah.
I think for anybody who does business or work or whatever they do in their life, the worst thing you can do is waste my time. I mean,
Mm,
if I waste a little money, okay, I can get that back, but don't waste my
mm,
time in anything
mm.
in life. So, so you spoke of your bus trips. We spoke a bit of your pivot, um, your multi brands that you have out here. Let's touch bases on each one of your brands because again, your Melanin Miles right now. We haven't done this in a few months. What about
Mhm.
your foundation? Have you been working on your foundation? Because I know
Yeah.
your foundation is going to kick off in August.
Yep.
Back to
So
school. Hmm.
going back to Melanin and Miles. So Melanin and Miles. This is probably the thing that I'm most inconsistent with, and that's not on purpose, y'all. It's just sometimes like, damn, do I don't want to get on camera today, or it's just a part of me um being consistent with it because I have so much to say. There's so much I want to say. There's so much going on um in the lane that I'm in. So there's plenty of stuff to talk about, but I have to get out of my mind that you always have to be on camera because there's so many different ways that I can be active with this channel, and not always have to show my face. Y'all know I'm real. I'm here. But it's really getting back to that consistency of doing this um more often than I have. I'm still learning. And the
Mm-hmm.
thing is, I'm a perfectionist. So if I'm not feeling it or if it's not right, I'm not gonna put it out.
Right. Right. That's fair.
Um so that's been my struggle with Melanin and Miles. My foundation, the Chic Legacy Foundation, our annual back to school drive is Saturday, August 29th. I had one time, but I'm going back and forth on that, but it's going to be Saturday, August 29th at Lincoln Park, our usual
Mm-hmm.
spot. You know the spot. So that I'm going to be pushing that. The goal
Mm-hmm.
this year is 300 book bags. We're going to see
How
how
many did
close
we
we
do
get.
last year?
Oh, I think we did
I
over
know we did a
100.
lot last year too.
I think we did over 100 last year.
'Cause I could have swore we did more than that.
We
But
might have,
uh-huh. But
but it was
300
over
is the
100.
goal for this year. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And then
So
so go ahead.
we'll be working on that. The save the date is out there. I'm gonna post it again tomorrow, June
Mm-hmm.
1. For the most part, the kids are out of school, and I know they just got out of school. But they'll be back in school before we know it.
That is
Uh,
true.
so that's what's going on with Chic Legacy.
One thing with Chic Legacy, I want the people to understand is not it's for all school age kids. If you're going
Yeah.
to school, if you're a kindergartner up to a senior in high school, the bags that we set up was beautiful and someone can use something out the bag. So
Absolutely.
make sure you stop through when she does it because it's first come, first serve.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was very appreciative. Even with the snacks you have, everyone was appreciative. So,
Mm-hmm.
let's make it big and bad this year.
Yeah, that's the goal. That is the goal.
Mm-hmm.
The goal is to always be better each than the year before. Um,
Absolutely.
yep. So I'm excited about this year.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. And then we have my. I'm gonna start here, or I'm gonna pick up here. I have the So Chic experience.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my public business page, if you will. Um, and when I first got started, I had a public page, but then I decided to go with a public group, I mean, a private group, or which we'll touch on next. So I'm in the process of rebuilding my public business page, the So Chic Experience by So Chic Travel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's just opening myself to a different audience because sometimes the audience that's on our friends list, they're not always it, depending on who your target demographic is,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that page I recreated to help me reach a broader audience, and so far, it's working. It's slowly but
Okay.
surely. I'm
Okay.
getting people to like the page. Um, yeah, and then we have Passport Chic. So this
Yes.
is that's my private group, and that
Mm-hmm.
one has I want to say 1,300 people in there.
Okay.
Um, even though there's no interaction in there at all.
And I don't understand. You
So
know
as
what?
far
I
as
think it'd be me
I
and
post in the
you.
group every day. I post in the
Yeah.
group every day. And then you have
You know what? Okay, so let me say this. Because I think one time I posted something in there and I was like, I would love to see like 20 people respond. I think it was me and you. And I just don't know if people, because I know people out here traveling, because
absolutely.
airports, I don't know why I can't talk today. These airports don't lie. So I just don't understand if anyone's watching right now, because we are live, what makes you not want to engage or what makes you want to engage? Help us figure it out, because
Absolutely. And I
you
know,
post
people
everything.
travel. People are
Hmm.
definitely travel. I've
Yeah.
seen some of the people in the group take my post and kind of use them as their own. And, obviously, me, block. Block game is heavy.
Right.
I
Right.
don't play that for, especially when you're not interacting and then you're. It was another agent in there that I did not know was in there. She was taking my things
Mm-hmm.
and even branded herself as a name similar to mine. Um, and she was absolutely blocked.
That's ridiculous.
Absolutely blocked. Um, so yeah, I mean, I understand that you're inspired. I may have inspired you on some level, obviously, if you have a similar name to mine.
Yeah,
Uh, blocked on everything I can find her on.
that's ridiculous. Do your own work and do your own due diligence. I
Uh-huh.
mean, I know imitation is flattery, but then imitation gonna be, yeah, find your lane because I'm in mine. So,
Yeah, absolutely in mine.
mm-mm. So, you said, I know we're jumping. You said you've been booking Greece and Bali, and I know I'm doing Japan 2028. I know that. Um,
And that's
what?
pushed out since you brought up Japan. That one is gonna be pricey. So that's why it's pushed out to 2028.
So
But Japan is on my list. I cannot wait.
I
I
want to see
cannot
the
wait.
cherry. And it's funny that you said that because next year I'll be 55, and
Hmm.
I said girl, I ain't even tell you this, but I'm just tell you now. I always wanted to do Africa, so I was like, for Africa, I'm going to do my 55th. Girl, Africa's starting to look like Rome because I've been just doing some research, and I don't know the the statues, the architect, the Colosseum. My heart is gravitating towards Rome more so than
Hmm.
Africa because Africa is still too wide, and I still want to do Japan. So I want to see the cherry
Hmm.
block. But our girls at work, yesterday was my Saturday to work at work. Girl, I was sitting there at my desk. Girl, I was putting my vacation for 2027. Girl, my counterpart, she was like, "Girl, what you doing? Putting in my vacation for 2020. I already know what I'm gonna do.
Hmm. So why hold
So
off?
why am I waiting? And then I know cherry blossoms are in March of 2028. Well, guess when I go in tomorrow, guess what I'm be doing? Oh, this time I can always pivot my days, but I ain't playing with
Hmm.
them. But
April
April, okay.
blossom.
I'll let you
Yep.
know. I'll let you know. You let me know, I should say. But I'll be there. Mm-hmm. But
I can't.
yeah. So let's talk about the ratatouille thing going on these cruise ships
You
since we
know
got
what? What is
what?
the name of that? Because I don't want these folks like y'all making fun of it. Oh my god,
Oh, okay.
Hank Hank
Sorry. Forgive me.
Hank virus. Oh my god.
You gonna Google it?
Yeah.
Well, they said it started because of a rat. Girl, look
Ooh.
like I done picked up some pounds, but I apologize, America. I'm not really. It's the angles.
Hantavirus.
Had to who?
Antivirus.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So, did you have people on cruises, or what? What do you know about this?
Uh, this is new. Like all these strands of viruses that are going on. Um, when I heard about it for real, it threw me
Hmm.
for a loop because it's like a new. What is this? Like, dang. Like, what is this now? So,
You just can't go outside
mask
and
up.
breathe fresh air.
Exactly. Mask up. Sanitize every doggone thing. Sanitize
Hmm.
everything. If that's not a habit of yours, I don't know nobody who don't sanitize when they go to a hotel or cruise ship. I don't know anyone who does not sanitize their space or hand sanitizer, wash your hands, all that.
It should
But
be in your normal everyday life. Even at work,
mhm,
if you have certain areas that you share spaces,
mhm,
keyboards, whatever, wipe that keyboard down before you touch it. If you have to touch something, listen, wipe everything down because COVID should have opened up people's eyes, and unfortunately, COVID would never leave. And there's other things
mhm,
that's going on in this world that we may not be privy to, or we'll find out when it's time for them to let the people know. There's nothing wrong with sanitizing. If you feel like you have, like yesterday, I was talking to a patient. She, girl, put that mask on, so because I don't know what you're doing, but let me throw this mask on real quick. And she wasn't offended. I just don't know what's going on. If I'm walking the hall, you talking to me, let me mask up because you're in my personal space. But people
Mm-hmm.
do have to do their due diligence. If there's nothing wrong with wearing a mask, regardless of your at, when I go pump gas, I put on a glove. I have a disposable
Mm-hmm.
glove. I don't touch that pump. Too many hands on that. I put my little glove on, pump my gas, throw my glove in the garbage, and go about my day.
Yeah,
You never know. That's the time that we're living in. And so,
unfortunately.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so we on these cruise ships, you know. I've never been on a cruise ship, but that's a lot of close proximity, regardless of where you're at on that boat.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Big but it's small at the same time.
Right.
So you definitely need to be careful
Have
with
you
that.
seen you booking trips for that? Is it still up there? Like, because I know we used to book a lot of cruises too.
Hmm.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm getting more inquiries about Virgin Voyages, and some people are used to doing like the Carnival or the Royal Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so I'm getting more inquiries about Virgin Voyages because that's an adults only cruise line.
Okay.
Um, so I'll be getting more inquiries about that. I do have a cruise group. Well, only one person booked it. For the Zodiac cruise on Virgin Voyages that is going on November 28th through December 5th.
This year?
Yes, leaving from
Okay.
Puerto Rico.
Oh,
Hmm.
so they're going on a cruise. It's going to cruise to Puerto Rico. Then,
Gonna go. Who? The, it's
hmm
cruising. It's leaving from Puerto Rico. Oh, let me pull up the exact ports. Um, it's going from San Juan to St. Thomas to Tortola, British Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis, Antigua, St. Martin, and then back to Puerto Rico.
so pretty much all the United States islands. But still, still sounds nice though. Sound like it would be a good time.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? I haven't been seeing any because when I have downtime at work, I jump on Facebook land,
Hmm.
and I haven't been seeing any crazy videos from people lately about it was a time would be some crazy videos going on out there. I
Hmm.
haven't seen anything. I'm like, well, damn, what's going on, y'all? Post y'all stuff.
So it's okay. So there's this YouTube channel, and I've been thinking about doing my own version of it. It's called Slash by Sandy, and she talks about all the crazy stuff that's been going that people go on trips, and it's all this crazy stuff going on. Like your
Hmm
friend going on a trip broke, and it's like literally she like compiles like whoever the
hmm
person talking about the trip, and she puts it in a YouTube video, and she gives her commentary.
hmm
Um, so check it out. It'll have you looking like, dang.
Really? I'm gonna
it's
check her out.
it's definitely it's so yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
definitely interesting. It's definitely interesting because the crazy stories are still out there. I was just watching one before I got on here. It was these guys that took the guys trip to Bali. Um
hmm
and one of the friends didn't have any money, and so he's just relying on his friends to pay his way for the duration of the trip. So obviously, when he got back home, he did his story time on that friend who didn't have any money on the trip. The friend was also unemployed
So
and
he
went
should
on
have
the trip.
went.
He should not have gone.
Now, okay, so let me say this for the broke guy defense, because I always try to look at both sides. I try to
Mm.
be fair. If you told your guy, man, I'm unemployed, I still want to go. Can you float me on this trip? If his guy said, yeah, I got you, he shouldn't be talking about him. But if
He did,
we,
but he didn't spring it on him. He sprung it on him when they got there. They
oh,
knew
then
he didn't
that's
have a
something,
job. They
yeah.
knew he didn't have a job. But he was getting unemployment. They didn't know how much. Obviously, he was getting.
Uh-huh.
But he was able to buy his plane ticket using his unemployment funds. And then once they actually got in Bali, is when he was like, "Hey, bro, can you float me?" So his friends like, "Well, damn, I feel like I ain't got a choice now because you're putting this on me now,
And then
and
how you
we
know
already
how much
here."
I brought? How you know how? See, okay, yeah. People, when you travel outside the
Oh,
country, take at least $1,000 in a credit card. So if you're
here,
planning Bali,
check your credit card. Make sure you ain't got no balance on that joke.
right, make sure because
Okay,
you never know. This
you
is and
don't
this is
know.
this is how I travel. When I go out of the country, at least $1,000 in a credit card because you never know what you may need. Now, if you bring some money home, like if you come home and say, "Oh, I still got about $600 cash," okay,
Mm-hmm.
you got $600. But you never want to be out of the country without the proper funds, because you never know,
You don't know, especially these days. You don't know.
baby. Things pop up. You might see some souvenirs, or that's why you use your credit card, or
Mm,
anything. And people don't feel like you have to bring everybody a souvenir back. Because if they wanted something, they should have went on the trip.
definitely.
You know, we have to get. I personally, y'all need to get out of that. Now, if that's your ace boom coon, your A1 day one, your kids, cool, but don't feel like you have to bring everybody a souvenir back because that's less money you spending on you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or if they want to, hey, I'm gonna give you some money. Can you bring me something back? Okay, cool, because but
Mm-hmm.
don't feel obligated. That's your money. Spend your time.
Yeah. So
No,
it's a lot of crazy stories on there.
you
It
gotta
was
check that out.
a lot of it was a guy's trip, and then I started. It was another one that I had started watching. I didn't finish watching that. It was a girl's trip to Bali. And this one wasn't that she didn't have any money. It was like they got over there and the friends started acting funny. They gave her a bogus room and a whole bunch of mess. But
What you mean bogus room? Like
they
it
gave
wasn't at
her
the
she's
park.
a tall girl, so they gave her a little bed, and they had the big comfy beds, something to that effect.
Oh, that's wrong. Y'all know she tall. I mean, don't do it. No, see, that stuff is dirty. If you know she tall, come on now.
Yeah, it was some
Yeah.
stuff. It was some other stuff going on, but I didn't finish watching that one. I need to finish watching that one.
And
Um,
it's funny because you and I had said this in conversations before. You can't travel with everybody.
yeah.
Sometimes you have to do small trips to figure out who you can travel with.
Mhm.
Cause shit, somebody can't travel with me to the gas station. No, I got it. But
The gas station.
you can't go with me to the gas because it was shoo. But people, I mean, it's okay traveling solo. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I do that a lot for various reasons. I'm a single woman. Um, my children are grown and out the house. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, when I'm ready to go, I can just get up and go. You know,
Mm-hmm.
some people can't do that. You know, I can't count other people's pockets. I think so. It's okay if you want to travel solo as well. Don't you know? You won't be having those experiences, and you'll meet people there to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely, and that touches on my. I'm gonna touch on a couple of things in this next point. Um,
Mm-hmm.
my trips. I specialize mainly in groups. Um, I've touched on weddings, like destination weddings,
Mm-hmm.
a bit. But mainly groups and luxury, right? So I always get um I always get folks, well, this looks good. I'm interested, but I'm waiting for XYZ to respond and see if XYZ want to go. No, because we're building a community here. So you got to meet
Mm-hmm.
people amongst this community that you may vibe with and may want to travel with in the future. But you're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna be alone.
Mm-hmm.
And like sometimes you get to a point where I'm like, dang, I've been wanting to go this place for 5, 6, 7 years, and every time I ask them, they want to go somewhere else or they don't want to go anywhere at all. And you're gonna always miss out waiting for your friends or whoever to say yes. Uh,
Absolutely.
just yes to yourself and just go ahead and go. And another thing that I get is you advertise these trips. Are you gonna be on all of them? No, I'm not.
What do
Um,
you mean? I mean, I know what you mean, but what do you mean? Why would somebody? That's new to me. Why would somebody expect for you to be on all the trips? I mean, you could, but I've
if
never.
that's the goal,
Okay,
but keeping it a buck, the way things have I've had to pivot. These folks ain't consistent enough for me to be able to do that.
right, right.
Um, so they're not consistent enough for me to be able to be in a position to do that. Well, that is my ultimate goal to be able to go
Mm-hmm.
at least half the trips because there are trips that I want to take on my own outside of
Right,
what I advertise, right?
right, right.
So it's definitely I'd love to
Mm-hmm.
go on most of them, but
Mm-hmm.
right now I just can't.
Right. I understand that.
And then
Um,
are you getting ready to book it?
huh?
I'll be like, are you getting ready to book it? Because sometimes it comes from the same person. Are you one of those people who are afraid to go somewhere by yourself, or you're not comfortable because you're not going to be alone. You're going to have the guides there, um, depending on. For all my long
Definitely.
haul trips, there's always going to be a guide
Mm-hmm.
for the excursions and everything of that nature
Mm-hmm.
alone.
Right.
Um, but it's like you keep asking me this, and you ain't booked nothing at all.
Like, why you keep asking me this question? No, you're not going. But and that has to be a little bit frustrating. Because again, that pivots back to don't waste my time. I'm not gonna waste your time.
Hmm.
Reach out to me when you're ready. I'm not calling you every day. You ready, ready, ready. Mm-mm. Reach out when you're ready, and then let's take care of that business.
Absolutely.
Hmm. So, what do you see? Because tomorrow's June 1st. Shout
Mhm.
out to all us Geminis. It's Gemini season. So, what do you have going on for this next 6 months of the year? Anything other than um, the bus trips? Anything else going on?
Well, obviously, I have my own personal travel that I'm doing.
Right, right.
Um, and then obviously the bus trips. I'm really trying to get that off the ground. So if you're in the Milwaukee area and you want to go somewhere, get your your feet wet in the travel, and you want to go somewhere, you don't want to go somewhere too far, reach out. I have a group, a bus group, So Chic around the city. It's an open public group. It's open to anyone who interested in bus travel. Definitely come and join that group. Um, I got so much going on. Some stuff,
Question.
some
Hold
stuff.
on. I'm sorry. Let me interrupt you. When you say bus trips, I know it's from Milwaukee,
Uh,
but if you have 20 people, say from Nashville, say, hey, can you, even though you're based out of Milwaukee,
mhm.
can you set us something up to get to Chicago or St. Louis, or are you open to doing that?
I am open to doing that.
Okay.
I am open
Okay.
to. And I'll actually be wrapping up my bus trip inquiry form for those people who like, oh, I got a group or I want to do this, but I don't want the headache of putting it together.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so there's going to be a form coming for that. And the forms are just to keep everything organized, and then
Mm-hmm.
you have to have organization. You can't be in business and be unorganized.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yes, I do have some other things that I'm working on, and I'm not saying nothing yet, but just keep
Yeah.
eyes peeled.
All these eyes will be peeled.
Uh, Two things in particular that I've been working
Mm-hmm.
on.
Mm-hmm. Good.
I'm excited about.
Good. I wish the world would get back to a place where we didn't have all this war and things like that going on. Because I do want to get to Greece, even though I know that's not close to what's going on. For
Hmm.
me personally,
You don't know how it's gonna spill over.
exactly. You know,
With
'cause
the who we have running things, you don't know how nothing's going. You don't know how nothing is going to pan out and where it's going to spill over into.
so let's just speak about that for a second. Um, I know you had to see it because when I seen it, it tripped me out. I'm so glad my passport doesn't expire for another few years
Hmm.
because they have this passport and he's supposed to be on it.
I don't
Yeah,
want. I
yeah, I
just got
need to opt out of that version. I don't want that version. Give me the basic one. If I
good.
no,
Have
but
my. I just got mine renewed last year before I went to Dubai. Um,
I
I'm
know
good.
you were glad. It's funny because yeah, I was looking at mine the other day and I was like, okay, I know next year I need it. I don't. This year I don't, but I am gonna try to. I'll talk to you about something going on later on this year.
Hmm.
Um, I said, oh, so I gotta renew my global entry in that. And I said, yeah, I don't want him on none of my stuff. If I gotta do that, it might be a little delay of services, but yeah, I need to opt out of that picture on mine, so I don't need that on there.
Cause
So
don't that's the quickest. That's gonna piss me off if I open my passport and this folder's in there. No,
you ain't wrong. You're not wrong, and a lot of people, let it be our option. So yeah. So
for real. And then he the type to get offended.
I don't know
You don't
why.
want
I don't know why. Don't be offended. Oh, you know what I want to ask you?
it.
Has anyone inquired to you about doing a bus trip to President Obama's grand opening in Chicago of his museum?
No. When is that again?
June 19th, my birthday.
You right.
Mm.
I have not got any inquiries about that.
I think that would be, well, not, it
I,
doesn't have to
no,
be on
I
June
have not.
19th.
I have not. And what I'm seeing may ruffle little feathers here in Milwaukee, but I don't. I don't. Milwaukee too clicked up to actually
Don't
really
see
put it.
that? I wouldn't do it on that day because, again, that's my birthday. And I think it'll be
It's
so
gonna
much.
be. It's gonna be a lot.
It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of Secret Service there because other people and big wigs. And so that, give it a couple of months and let it die down a
Mm.
bit. She might have to give it 6 months, but that will be a wonderful bus ride day trip.
No, it would be
Yeah.
absolutely, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
The museum tour and then lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, that'll be a great one. I have so many bus trip ideas, and like, I got so many ideas. I have so
Just keep them to yourself until you're ready to
I,
reveal them
no,
all.
no, for real.
Because you got
Um,
your stalkers on your page.
absolutely, people. I have people. You brought it up. I wasn't gonna say nothing, child, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I absolutely have people who've unfriended me but still watch my page.
Ain't that crazy?
That is wild. Somebody asked me about something. I'm looking like, how you get that? Who you get this from?
Somebody watching your page.
Huh? Exactly who it was.
Mm. Well,
This is a weird city we live in. Um,
that's true. That's true. That
a lot of
is so
clicks,
true.
a lot of popularity contests that I'm just not with that.
I just need good business or good service. I need somebody who's gonna look out for me when I'm I don't know why I'm rubbing my table like this. The girl just started rubbing it like it's but I need to eat. So I'm gonna eat something after this. But yeah, I don't get that. I have nothing for that because I really don't understand that. You
Mm.
know. I really don't. So hopefully they get their mindset together and try to get their own brand together and stop trying to be your brand. So yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it was great talking to you,
It-
Miss So Chic.
yes, ma'am.
We haven't chatted in a while, and God, I would, I'm going to be there for the legacy. I need to. Where's your sign? When are you going to do your sign up for people who want to donate? You didn't put that
So
up yet.
nope, I didn't put that out yet.
Okay.
That's coming out um mid June. Be on
Okay.
the lookout for that.
Well, it's funny because tomorrow is June 1st, so it's
Mm,
coming out sooner than everybody think.
yes.
Yeah, definitely let me know so I know what I want to donate. Because office I got like an Office Depot and an Office Max within 5 minutes of me, so I can go get something. Target too. But yeah.
I am excited for
It was
everything.
a good time last year.
It was fun. The stuff goes fast. So I'm debating, on if I want to do a registration this year. Um, so many people can get so many book bags. But hey, or do I want to leave it first come first serve to kind of like I want some balance there. I need balance
But
there.
it's so funny because I think you had a time set, but I want to say your stuff went within an hour.
It did.
It went very fast and it was
Yeah.
nice. So yeah, so just keep that in mind because yeah, but it was a good time while we was
It
while we
was. It
was
was
out
fun.
there. It was a good
Fun.
time. Yeah, I think the flyers itself is phenomenal because the people who remember from last year, once you post it and we share it and things like that. Oh yeah, and with
Hmm.
everything going on in the world, yeah, you
Yeah.
know. Mm-hmm. Good stuff. Yeah. Well, all right, lady. You have a good afternoon. It was great chatting with you about travel again. And people need to be, hey, you get one earthly life, you
Yes.
know, travel.
Live your
Travel
life.
always, baby, travel will put a smile
Out
on your face because
body.
it puts it on mine.
Listen. Listen. Get on. Get out of here. Get out.
Hmm.
See the world. Stop being so confined to your hometown, um, it's so much of the world to see. Stop waiting
Hmm.
for your friends for you to feel comfortable to go somewhere and do something, because your life is going to pass you by waiting on everybody.
Especially as a able adults, because sometimes when we get older in life, certain ailments may, come into your life that you weren't expecting. Things happen. We never know. We don't know what God's plan is. But if you're an able-bodied adult and you can do it, your money will come back to you. It will
Hmm.
definitely come back to you. Just travel, enjoy it. Even if it's a weekend getaway, go to a different city. You know, fly out that Thursday and come back that Sunday. Do something. Make
Do
you some
something.
memories. Mary
Make.
J. Blige got a residency in girl, this girl at work was talking about that. She's so
Hmm.
excited. I'm excited for her.
Hmm.
She's like, "Oh, I'm going to see Mary J. Blige. Girl, go and have you a good time." I love to see people excitement about something.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well,
Yes.
all right. All right, all right, all right, then, lady. You have a good day, a good weekend, and a good month. Shout out to all my Geminis out there. It's our time. If we gonna shine, we gonna shine. So,
All right.
all right. Talk to you later.
See you later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye bye.